On December 29th, 2024, I had just arrived at church when my phone started blowing up. It was my neighbor. I initially ignored the calls, but he persisted, and when I finally answered, he said 4 words I'll never forget. Actually, 5 words. Your house is on fire. Still in a state of disbelief and a bit of shock, I drove back as fast as I could, and I arrived to find the fire department on scene. I mean, there was trucks everywhere, sirens, smoke, kind of what felt like a scene out of a movie. And the entire neighborhood was standing outside just watching my life burn down. I was devastated. And to be honest, oddly enough, I kind of felt a bit embarrassed, like I had failed. Maybe failed to keep my home together, I don't know. In the days, weeks, and months that followed, I was bounced around to, I think it was 3 different adjusters before finally being assigned to the one that had the authority to assist me. And one of the first things he told me was that I would need receipts for every single individual item that I had in my house. The candles, the shirts, the jackets, the spoons. I needed receipts for my spoons. I freaked out because who has that, right? But I later learned that this was basically a scare tactic to invoke relief when he would ultimately offer to send out one of their vendors to inventory all of my belongings. They counted all up. It took forever, but by March, approximately 3 months later, they settled my contents claim, and the total payout for everything that I owned was $47,483.29. Now, mind you, this was a family of 5, lived there for years, $47,000. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but this was for every single thing that we possessed, all of our stuff, right? Our personal belongings, or contents as they call it. What they did not realize, what they didn't know, is that I had extensive restoration industry experience that dated back years. And so I was in a unique position, right? I understood the value of our stuff. I understood the horrible and inappropriate depreciation tables they used to reduce that value, and the sources they utilized to decide what the original purchase price, or the RCV, right? The original purchase price of our items were. And guys, it was egregious, right? They would say a $60 shirt was $5. An $1,800 sectional was, $299. And a $1,200 TV was, $120. It was almost as if they concluded that one, I either wouldn't read what they wrote on my inventory list, or they knew I would read it and they just believed that I purchased every single thing that we owned at a yard sale. What they did not know is, again, I had experience, years of market level negotiation experience as well. I understood policy language. I understood contents valuation. I understood replacement costs. I understood that they shouldn't be using a military-based depreciation table and age all of my items by 10 years. They also were completely inappropriate with the actual cash value. So in other words, I understood how unrealistic all of their numbers were, and so I refused to settle. So what did I do? I rebuilt my inventory, item by item, over 2,000 individual items. I effectively challenged their depreciation as well. I leveraged my claim knowledge and my understanding of policy language, and I documented every single thing, and ultimately negotiated and adjusted my own claim. And I won't pretend that it was fast. It certainly wasn't. Once they cut a check, they don't want to cut another one, but I was dogmatic. It took a few extra months, but on June 5th, 2025, I believe, the adjuster emailed me and confirmed they would be sending an additional $92,516.71 on top of the $47K or so that they had already paid. They wanted the claim closed. I fought and got another $92,000, and that was part of the motivation to start Bedrock. I fought for myself. I knew no one else would. Now I want to fight for you. I thought, how many families went through the same thing? So hopefully you'll let us help. It starts with uploading your documents. Let us do a free review, a free claim audit. And together we can wake up the insurance industry who thinks no one will fight. Let Bedrock put your claim to bed.